You are welcome. Today we have on the menu chicken in batter, and we're going to be presenting it in these kebab sticks as you see in that video. Right, so first of all, we need chicken breasts, and then we need these spices. 1 tablespoon of curry powder, 1 tablespoon of chili pepper, 2 seasoning cubes, and just a little bit of onion. You don't need too much seasoning for this. And then I also added a little coriander. Right, so I have this chicken breast here, the wing. All right, so I'll cut out the flesh part of it, the one that is completely without bone. Look at that. And then from where the bone starts from, I'll use the knife to cut it out completely. I'm cutting out the bones. This recipe doesn't need bone at all. We need to completely debone the chicken. So that's what we're doing right now. So while we're doing that, let me use this opportunity to appreciate everyone who has been watching my videos. Thank you so much. You are the real deal. Thank you so much for every new subscriber and for returning subscribers. Thank you so much for liking, for sharing, for commenting on the videos. It is because of you that I'm here, and I really appreciate you. I want you to know that. Thank you. All right, so I'm done deboning the chicken, so I'll go ahead and debone all the chicken that I need to use for this recipe, right? And then I'm cutting it out in that shape, and then I'll still come back and cut it in smaller sizes so we can make the shape we need that is perfect for the kebab sticks, right? So we're not using big chunks for this. So I'll just go ahead and cut everything, and then I'll transfer this to a pot where I'll add the spices. Remember, you shouldn't add too much spices to this. Right, because if you do, it's certainly going to overwhelm this and you will not like the outcome. You will not like the taste. Look at that. I'm still deboning that little bone that was there. I'm still bringing it out, so for it to be completely free of bones. Right, so I have it in the pot, and then I'm adding the spices. Remember, I'm saying it for the third time, you don't need too much spices for this recipe, right? So it doesn't overwhelm, so it doesn't taste bad. Right, so here I am. I'm adding water to the chicken and the spices, and then I'm giving it a good mix so the ingredients can properly be absorbed by the chicken. Right, I'll cover it and cook it for less than 10 minutes, for about 7 minutes, and then I come in to check. Don't overcook it, please. Remember, you are still going to fry it, so set through so you see how this is done. So I'm straining it out now, and then I'm giving this big shout out to Emmanuel Ukpong, watching all the way from Abuja, Nigeria. I'm glad you love the recipes. Thank you so much. Please do let me know where you're watching me from so I can give you a big shout out. Thank you so much. All right, so I've strained that out. I left it for the water, the juice to completely strain. And then now on this tray, I have 2 large eggs that I whisked. And then I have all seasoning, all-purpose flour. And then I added some curry. I did not add salt and seasoning cubes again because I have lots of that in the chicken already, so I didn't bother to add that anymore. So I poured the chicken right in there in the all-purpose flour, and I'm mixing it, making sure that it covers the chicken properly. Right, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to take time and work that out, making sure that the chicken pieces are properly covered with the all-purpose flour. Now I used about 1 cup of flour to do this, right? And then I used 2 large eggs. At some point it wasn't enough. I had to add 1 large egg. And then I used 1 kilogram of chicken breast. Right, you can see that. All right, so I'll do that properly, and I'll add the whisked chicken and mix it properly, and then I'll divide this into 3 parts. I'll divide the chicken into 3 parts. I'm not going to fry everything at once. Look at that. I've added the whisked egg to one side of the 3 portions of chicken that I divided. Look at that. Right, so I'm taking time to coat it to make sure that the liquid contents, the egg in this case, covers the chicken very well. And then I'm going to heat up some oil and then fry the chicken. Make sure your oil is not too hot, and make sure it is hot enough to fry the chicken, but please let it not be too hot, okay, so that your chicken doesn't show burnt. Right, so here it is. I'm using the frying spoon to separate the chicken, right, so they don't get stuck on each other. After frying, it will be more difficult to detach them, but now is a very perfect time to do that. And then I finished frying, and then in the kebab stick I have this round carrot that I sliced, so I put that in first. This is just to make it presentable in case you want to give it to a guest, or maybe you just want to feel good about life, so you make it like this and it's presentable. So I have carrot there, I have the chicken in batter, and then the next thing was the onion, and then another chicken in batter. Thank you so much for watching. See you.